Today we're going to be doing some Qigong, and I'm going to be sharing some exercises that all relate to our cortisol reset, how those exercises will help with any stress or anxiety. They're related around the kidneys because the adrenal glands sit on top of the kidneys, and often when we're stressed or in an anxious situation, our adrenal glands go all out of whack. The exercises we're going to be doing with the Qigong today are related to that. I'm going to get us to do a couple of warm-up exercises to start with, and as we're doing those, I'm just going to share a little bit with you around Qigong. Who here has not done it? Has anyone here not done Qigong before? Let's start with some warm-up exercises just to get the body, to just awaken the body a little bit, get the energy flowing. Can you all see and hear me okay? Yes, beautiful. Okay. We're just going to start by just like gently swinging the arms from side to get everything flowing and moving. So Qigong is an ancient practice that sits under the traditional Chinese medicine umbrella. There's evidence of it going back to 8,000 years. So it's a very ancient, incredible practice that is all about working with our energetic system within our body, our vital energy. We are energetic beings, and what often happens is our energy stops or gets blocked, and that's what often causes disease or sickness or dysfunction within our health system. If any of you have had acupuncture before, it's all about working with the meridians and the channels in our body that are all related to our different organs. We have all these different channels that come up through our feet, our legs, our hands, our arms, and relate to all the key organs: our heart, our lungs, our spleen, our stomach, our bladder, our large intestine, our small intestine, and our gallbladder. The exercises that we do are all about activating the different organs and the different channels. And Qigong is all about letting go. It's all about relaxing, no tension in the body, letting everything flow so that the energy can flow around our system. And now we're going to slap our lungs and our kidneys. Just bring this up close. You see I've got my backhand. These are our kidneys here, and our lungs are here. We're just going to gently slap them so that gets rid of any stagnant energy or stagnant chi in our lungs and our kidneys. We're going to be working on exercises that relate to our kidneys and also our lungs and our heart today, with the key focus being on kidneys. So this is a great way of just getting rid of stagnant energy, bringing that good energy back into the lungs and the kidneys. And the translation of Qigong, so Qi means vital energy or life force, and Gong means to master or cultivate. So that's about mastering the cultivation of our life force energy. And Qigong is also a healing art. So every exercise we do is all about supporting and healing our different organs. We're going to now go into the bow. So if everyone wants to put their feet at 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock, with a small gap in between, and we always start our Qigong with doing our traditional bow, which is the beginning and the end of our exercises. We place our hands on the side of our body with our thumbs at the back. And then we're going to roll back onto the thumbs. And then we're going to bring our left hand in front of, underneath the right hand with the two thumbs together in our lower dantian, which is our physical center. Then we make a gentle fist with the left hand and cover it with the right. And then we bring our hands back towards our heart. And then back down to the sides of our body. We're going to get into the correct position to start the Qigong. We take our right foot up against our left big toe. We're going to pivot on the big toe and open up our feet so we're hip and shoulder distance apart. Qigong is not about being perfect. It's all about letting go. But we're trying to get our hip and shoulder, and that's the perfect way to find it. Our legs slightly bent, small bend in the knees, nice and relaxed. Arms and shoulders relaxed, hands relaxed. And then we're going to bring our knees in and take our knees out. And then come back into standing position. I want you to hollow your armpits and your palms just a little bit, but keeping it really relaxed at the side of the body. And I want you to feel like you've got a head string pulling you up to the universe. So you're feeling nice and tall. You're tucking your tailbone under and taking a nice big deep breath into the belly and into the chest here. And relaxing. And we're just going to bring our elbows forward and our elbows back, like nice big stretch. And our shoulders forward, and our shoulders back with a nice big stretch. And then just taking our hands back to that nice relaxed, hollow hands, hollow armpits. Chin slightly tucked in, tongue on the roof of the mouth, and a humble chest. Not a big sticking out chest, just a nice, humble, neutral chest. And taking 3 breaths in here, in and out through the nose. Beautiful. And then placing your left hand on your lower belly and your right hand on top. We're just going to take some breaths here where we slightly bend our knees as if we're about to sit on a stool. We breathe in here and then we hold our breath as we stand back up. And then we breathe out through the nose as we come back down. So breathing in, standing up, and then breathing out as we come back down. Breathing in, standing up, breath hold, and breathing out. And staying in that slightly bent position, we take our fingers and put our fingers together like this. We breathe in, and then we turn our hands back towards each other, and we breathe out through the mouth. Then breathing in, taking in all the good energy into our lower dantian, then turning around and breathing out. And then breathing in, turning the hands back and breathing out. Beautiful. So that's the opening and closing sequence that we always start and finish with. And now we're going to start with the first exercises. We always start with our hands just in front of our thighs and our palms facing towards the earth. So we're connecting our energy of our palms, and we've got our feet connected to the earth. We have a little bit more weight on the balls of our feet. That is our kidney 1 point. It's our key kidney point for one of the meridians. And we're going to do wave hands over the lake. I'll demonstrate it and then we'll do it together. So the first one, wave hands over the lake, as we bring our hands up to shoulder height and then gently bring them back down. So bringing the hands up and back down. Up and down. And the breath for this is we breathe in as we come up and out as we come down. In and out. In and out. And this is one of the other reasons that Qigong is such a beautiful practice. It's all breath and movement, which is why it is such a key part of what I teach under the breathe practice nowadays. And one of the reasons I was so attracted to learn and study Qigong is the breath movement, and that it's also very meditative. Really brings you into a present space when we can just use these amazing, simple, but very accessible, powerful exercises. Breathing in and out. And the other thing is not to keep the arms straight. There's always just a slight bend. If we straighten everything, we can often create tension. So everything is about just letting everything be very relaxed and flowing so that vital energy can free course through our body. Beautiful. I'm going to do 5 more. Breathing in and out. Just also going to show you from the side. Breathing in and out. And 2 more. Breathing in and out. And last one, breathing in and out. And then we bring our hands back to the starting position with our hands softly facing towards the earth. Wave hands over the lake is a kidney and lungs exercise. So it's very good for regulating the nervous system, calming the nerves, and also very good for regulating our breath. Really great exercise if you're feeling stressed or anxious, just to do this. The next one we're going to do is scoop the earth and part the clouds. This relates to our kidneys and our heart. So we start in the starting position. I bend down slightly as if I'm about to sit on a stool. I cross my hands at the wrist. But they're not touching. They should just be slightly apart. I bring the hands up. And then at the top, I turn the hands out and they come back down. And then we cross the palms, alternate the palm crossing, coming up and out. I'm going to do this from the side so you can see I'm breathing in as I come up and out as I come back down into that slightly bent knee position. Alternating the cross of the palms, I bring them up, you look to your hands, and then you open them up, creating that big, beautiful circle. Breathing in all that beautiful, vital energy from the earth, and then sending it to the universe. In and out. Slightly bending the knees as if you're about to sit on a stool as you come back down. This one is also very good for increasing our lung capacity. So it's a longish, slow, deep breath, breathing in. Always breathing in and out through the nose unless I instruct you to do otherwise. Breathing in and out. Taking that energy from the earth and parting the clouds. Scoop the earth, part the clouds. That's the other beautiful thing about Qigong is all the names of the exercises really are literally what you're doing. They're very poetic. Exercises that I've shared with you so far are from the Share by Share Tai Chi Qigong system. There's 18 exercises in this system. We're just going to be doing a couple of them from that system today. Actually, 3 or 4, and then we'll be doing one from the 5 elements Qigong system. Just really feeling letting everything flow and relax, letting go of any tension, breathing in and out. Amazing. You look like you're all doing extremely well there. You bring your hands up. Don't straighten them. Just let them have a little bit of a bend. And the other thing is to try to remember to alternate the cross of the palms. The reason we're doing this is we're balancing the yin and the yang. This is the other key practice with Qigong, or the key philosophy behind Qigong, is that we're balancing our yin and our yang. And all our different organs, for example, the kidneys is the yin organ, and its yang organ, it's the bladder, and it's a water element. Beautiful. Okay, let's just do 5 more of these. Breathing in and out. In and out. And out. Beautiful. Because I'm really bad at counting, we're just going to do 1 more. Breathing in and out. And then just bringing the hands back to starting position. Just check your feet, that you've got your feet in that distance apart. Just resetting a little bit before we go into the next exercise, which is called floating silk hands. And floating silk hands is also another kidneys and lungs exercise, but also relates to our spleen as well. So this one's a little bit more complicated. I'm just going to demonstrate it for you. We raise the hands up. I then turn the palm of the right hand. I drop the hand, I leave this one out, and I follow the hand round, then bring the hand forward. It crosses the other hand, and this one comes back and comes forward and crosses. I'm going to do this from the side so you can see. I drop the hand, I pivot at the elbow, I bring it forward, I cross the palm, like almost like we're doing this ball of energy there. Then the other one drops back, comes forward, so while this is a little bit tricky, it's a very powerful and beautiful exercise once you get into the flow of it. It will feel a bit clunky at the beginning because it's got a little bit of coordination. And what you're doing is you're actually rotating to make it even easier. If you think of yourself rotating that hip as you bring the arm back, pivot at the elbow, bringing it forward, crossing over the other hand then turns up, the palm turns up to the sky, comes back, and forward. Just come and see how you guys are doing. You all look like you're doing actually really fantastically here. Good work, everyone. Nice. So often with some of the exercises that are a little bit more complicated, I often just get you to do the exercise before I introduce the breathing. It's really just about getting the coordination of the exercise before we introduce the breathing. This one's not complicated. As we bring the hand back, we breathe in. And then as we bring the hand forward, we breathe out. Breathing in as we come back. and forward. Breathing out as we come forward. And remember to just rotate that hip for the direction that you're heading, is that it helps bring the arm back. It helps with the rotation of the elbow and the shoulder as you bring your hip forward, and then bringing the hip back. The one thing with this exercise is that we're trying to keep our shoulders quite relaxed and low. It's not that we're doing a swim here, like as if we're swimming and bringing it over. If you're just seeing that, it's not this. It's more of a nice and keeping everything quite low. If you see that. Right. And when you bring the hands back, they're crossing like almost like a ball, and then the other one drops. You bring this hand forward and then you cross, bring the other one back. This regulates the kidneys and lungs function. So all our organs are also associated with each other. So they all support or feed each other. And when one is dysfunctional, then that actually often creates dysfunction in the other organs. But this one is a kidney and lungs, but also relates to our spleen. Okay, let's just do 4 more in total. So 2 more on each side in your own time. And then when we finish, we bring our hands like a ball over with each other like this. We take the right hand, we move them apart, and we flip that right hand over, and then we bring our hands back like we're pulling them across a table, back towards our heart, and then back down to the bottom again to the starting position. Very good. So that was floating silk hands. And the next one I'm going to introduce to you is from the 5 elements Qigong system. So this is a kidney exercise, so a water exercise from the 5 elements. We'll do it at some point further down the line with the membership. We'll do the whole 5 elements series, which is 5 exercises. It's a beautiful practice as well. What I'm planning to do is I'll be mixing up the different Qigong systems, and they'll be relative to the different themes that we have each month as well. So this one, we're back in starting position. We're going to place our right hand. So our right hand, and we're going to place that on our kidney, just like gently on our kidney like this. And then we're going to take the left hand and we're scooping up water. We bring it up, then we turn it over at our forehead, and then we bring it back and extend it out, and then carry on scooping, turning the hand at the forehead over so the hand is facing out. We turn back, then the hand extends out, and we repeat this. We scoop like we're scooping water. We turn the hand over at the forehead, and then we bring it back. The other key thing is we're pivoting on the left foot. So that means that we can turn to that direction a lot easier. So it's like we're pivoting on the ball of the left foot, turning the hand over and then pivoting back on the ball of the foot and coming back to the front. Scooping the water, turning the hand over at the forehead, bringing it back, and then extending it out. Breathing in as we come up, and then breathing out as we turn the hand over and extend the arm out. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice, everybody, breathing in. And the other thing that's important while you're pivoting on that ball of the foot, so our kidney points are in the balls of our feet. So we're really activating the kidneys and that muscles in our legs and our body and that meridian as it activates our kidneys. Breathing in as we come up and scoop the water. Breathing out, we turn and extend the arm out. Okay, let's do 5 more on this side. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. This is the 4th one. 1 more after this. And on the 5th one, what we're doing is we're swapping the hands out. We bring the left hand now onto the right kidney. We take the right hand and then we turn and do the same on the opposite direction. Taking in all this full moon energy that's also been around. Powerful full moon. Taking in the earth energy. Scooping the water. Turning the hand, extending the hand, and breathing out. Breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. Let's do 5 more on this side. Breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. 2 more. Breathing in and out. Last one, breathing in and out, and then bringing both hands back down to starting position. You'll probably need to recheck your posture after that, because often with the pivoting of the feet get a little bit out of line. So just checking that you're back to your hip and shoulder distance apart. Back to starting position with the palms facing the earth, feet connected to the earth, and our head string connected to the universe. I'm going to finish off with the exercise called Nature's Fragrance Drifts Up from the Stream. And this one is about taking all the energy that we've generated and putting it back into our physical center, which is known as our lower dantian, down below our, it's about 2-3 fingers below our belly button. So I'm going to do a slightly different one that also stimulates our vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve, I think I mentioned that in our first session, is this incredible nerve that comes down from our lower neck down to our lower base of our neck to a base of our spine, and comes right through our jaw and our neck, down through what has different areas, that different branches that go into all our different organs, and activates our parasympathetic nervous system, which is all about our cortisol reset, getting rid of that cortisol that may be overactivated. So we're going to just start very simple exercise. We turn our hands, we bring our hands up, and take my glasses off, bring our hands up, and then we take our hands and we rub the side of our nose, our forehead. We bring our hands over the back of our head, around our neck, and then bringing the hands back down. And we scooping the energy up. We bring it up to our face, rub our face, our forehead, the back of our head, the back of our neck, and then bringing it around the back of our neck and the front of our throat, and then bringing that energy back down again. This is a very beautiful exercise, bringing it up, skipping past the side of the nose, the forehead, top of the head, back of the head, and then bringing it back down again. So breathing in as we come up, and then breathing out as we rub our face, our forehead, the back of our head, and bring that energy back down. Breathing in. And then out. And we hit the top of the head. Back down. Breathing in. Long, slow breath. And breathing out. All through the nose. Breathing in. And back down. Scooping the energy up, taking all that energy, putting it into our forehead, our top of our crown of our head, the back of our head, around the neck, and then back down. Let's just do 3 more of those. Breathing in. And out. And out. And last one. And then back down to starting position. Just going to do a quick time check. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to run through the sequence I've shared with you. We're just going to do 6 exercises of each one, but we're going to flow from the start to the finish, and then we'll be done. We'll finish with the closing sequence, and we'll have a moment for questions and a check-in with each other. So getting into your starting position, we're going to start with wave hands over the lake. I'm just going to guide you through it. It'll be 6 exercises of each. There won't be too much stopping or starting. So we'll just flow through. Qigong, flow for resilience. Breathing in, wave hands over the lake. Breathing in and out. In and out. In and last one. Now we're going to do scoop the earth, part the clouds. We bend down gently, across the palms, breathing in, and tossing to the sky. Alternating the cross of the palms, breathing in and out. And out. Nice, everybody. Beautiful. And out. And last one. And out. Beautiful. Then floating silk hands, raising the hands up, turning the right palm over, dropping the palm and rotating the hip, following the hand, and then bringing it forward, crossing it over, breathing in as we come back with the next hand, breathing out as we come forward, in and out, in and out. Two more, breathing in and out, in and out. And then we bring our hands over towards each other like this. We separate them. We turn the right palm over, bring our hands back towards our heart, and then back down to the starting position. Then we're going to place the right hand on the left kidney. You take the left hand. This is the water element of the 5 elements. And we're going to turn, scoop the water, extend the arm, breathing in and out. In and out. In, then out. In, then out. Last one on this side, breathing in and out. And then we change the hands. We put the left hand on the right kidney. We take the right hand, we scoop the water. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and out. And then finally, we're going to do the lovely nature's fragrance drifts up from the stream. We're going to turn the hands up, rub them over our face, and back down again. Scooping the energy up with the palms facing up, over the head, round the neck, and then back down. 4 more. Breathing in, out, and back down. In, stimulating that beautiful vagus nerve, and coming back down. 2 more. Breathing in, and out. Last one, breathing in and out. Hands back to starting position. And now we do the reverse order of the closing and opening and closing sequence. So we bring our slightly bend down, bring our fingers together, we breathe in, we turn around and we breathe out through the mouth. This is the one where we breathe out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose and then breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. This is getting rid of any perverse or stagnant chi. And bringing our hands back, we put our right hand on our lower dantian and the left on top. We're breathing in, standing up, breathing out through the nose. Breathing in Holding the breath, standing up, and then breathing out. Last one, breathing in, standing up, and breathing out. We're just going to get into that nice, relaxed, comfortable, hollowed hands, hollowed arms. We're just going to look straight ahead, look without looking, nice, relaxed, everything relaxed, and taking 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. Breathing in and out. And last one. And out. And now we're going to bow out. We go back to our 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock feet position, slight gap between the heels, hands against the side with thumbs at the back. We roll back onto our thumbs. We bring the left hand under the right hand with the 2 thumbs together in front of our lower dantian. We take a gentle fist with the right hand and cover it, left hand, sorry, and cover it with the right. Then bringing our hands back towards our heart. And then back down to the starting position. And from here, we take 1 small step back with our left foot, 1 small step back with our right foot. And we just bow down to everybody that's in this class together today, to all our great teachers that have come before us, and give thanks for the class. So that concludes the class today, everybody. Thank you so much. And now I'd just like to take a moment to check in with you all. And also just have a little bit of a quick chat about the membership. So how's everyone feeling after that Qigong session today? Does anyone like to share? No problem if you don't, but I'd love to hear if you've
I really needed it, Amanda, because tomorrow I'm hearing whether I'm made redundant or not tomorrow morning.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I just recommend you do a few wave hands over the lake to keep the calm. Yeah. So I'm sorry to hear that. So I'm really happy that was supportive for you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I'm just so grateful to have done that. Hello, Amanda.
Hi, so lovely to see you, Sue.
So lovely to see you, and you've got such a beautiful scenery behind you.
I've
just come back from doing the Tama Lakes and with my son, Charlie, and we had such a good time, but it was a real struggle for me at the end because it was very long with my funny leg. And it was just great to do this as it's okay. And he was so kind and gentle to me, getting me there. And then I get back here, and this is a very nice way to keep looking after those bones that are getting a bit more fit. But thank you so much.
Thanks, awesome. So lovely to see you here. Awesome. Thank you. Hi, Georgie.
Hi. It was a lovely ending. I've had a lovely weekend with my 2 daughters.
Happy birthday.
Yes, thank you. We've been exploring the Clarence River Valley near Hamden. It's been so this is lovely. Nice.
Yeah, thanks. Lovely to see you, Georgie. Thank you, and happy birthday. Amazing. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi there. Yeah, it's beautiful to see that beautiful background. That was really nice. I wished that I could be outside in the blue sky rather than huddled up inside in winter. But I could imagine being there. So that was really lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, lovely. Nice one. Anyone else? How was that for you, Janine? First time?
I really enjoyed it. I really liked feeling the energy.
Yeah.
I got a bit confused where I was breathing into, whether I was meant to be breathing into my belly or whether I was just breathing in and out. But yeah, it was
You're
lovely.
Just breathing naturally, really. You don't have to worry about it. It comes naturally that you probably will, if you're breathing through the nose, you probably will be breathing more naturally into your belly. So it's really not about, with Qigong, it's about just letting everything go. So everything comes more naturally. You don't need to force it in any way. But that's a good question. So thanks for asking. And
I really liked it. It felt really beautiful. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, fantastic. Awesome. Okay. I just wanted to check in with you all. So thank you so much for your feedback. And I wanted to check that so last week was the first one, and I did load up. Have you all been able to log into the platform? Or have you can put something in the chat if you have any feedback on that. I'm still refining it. It's a work in progress. But the plan is that I put every week the recording up onto the platform, and also notes that go with it that are relative to what we've done. And eventually I'll be also bringing in some resources like good books to read or good podcasts to listen to, and aim on getting in some guest speakers that are breathwork or Qigong experts. In fact, I'm catching up with one of my favorite teachers today in the UK, Tom Granger, who is the coherent breathing guru in my perspective. And when we did the breathing last week to the music, he's created this amazing library of music that we can do the coherent breathing to. The other thing is I sent you an email about a Facebook group that, because at the moment I'd like to build this community, and I'm not sure if the platform is a really one of those places that we can in real time spontaneously talk to each other. So I've set up a Facebook group called the Breathe Collective. Did you guys get that invite via the email that I sent you last week?
My one wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work. Okay. Okay.
So when I click
Okay.
on it, it goes nowhere.
Okay, good to know. Thanks. So I need to work that out, and then I'll send you an email with the recording about this group. I know not everybody's on Facebook, and it's not necessarily ideal, but it is a good way that we can stay connected and check in with each other and support each other on this journey. Really is, I think, quite important. Like, it's really our space to be able to connect and share and support each other. So yeah, I will get that sorted. This is all recorded, and are you all good? Also, if you have any friends, family, colleagues that might benefit from this, please do let them know and share it with them. There's still plenty of space to have members in here. At the moment, we've got just close to 20, which is a great start. But I'd love this to grow and expand, to be able to share the gifts of what we can share together with breath and Qigong and all of the good stuff. Yeah,
it's also so nice.
Sorry?
I was just saying, it's really nice to have a hub.
Yeah.
A place, it's regular, and you just click into it, and you know that's what you're doing. I think that regularity is really nice as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And recorded caters for not being able to make it as well. So it's really setting that up just right.
But all good to chime in and see your beautiful face. And I'll go for the recording for sure.
Okay, great. Yeah. Excellent. All right. Hey, everyone, wishing you a beautiful evening, beautiful Tuesday and the rest of the week. And so Sunday, it's breath and Qigong. It's going to be a combination of both. And that's Sunday, 6 p.m. NZ time. Once again, if you can't make it, I'll be recording it. It'd be great to see you there. I did a Sunday session because I thought it's a great way to start the week and maybe recover from whatever you've been doing in the weekend.
Thanks
so have a beautiful evening. Okay. See you all. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.